Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and yes fans, you're back with me to do comic book haul week number 174. That's right guys, decent amount of comics this week that came out, a lot of Marvel stuff, a few DC things, maybe a couple or one independent book, I'm not sure exactly, but here is the bag for this week. It's always very solid, and there's something in my bag that I got that I kind of wish I did a video for, and I did it yesterday, and I'll show you in a second. But here comes the bag. The bag is off of the comics, and here we go. Boom, on the ground. First things first, here, what I got from my comic book shop was the all-new, all-different Marvel preview guide. That's right. Yesterday, if you haven't seen it, I did a rundown on the new comics that are coming out for Marvel, and I didn't have anything to show. I just described of what I liked, and I wish I had this a day earlier because I would have done that video with this. But if you got this at your comic book shop, it gives you the cover images of all new, all different Marvel titles, who's writing them, the little sketch pages, you know, the pictures that we've seen already on the internet, which I think this is really cool. You know, you can take this magazine and hang it up maybe in your background if you have it, but again, it goes through all the A4 stuff, and it goes through the all new, all different Avengers, and then you got the Uncanny Avengers, and so again, it gives you the whole list of all the new #1 books that are due out, coming out in October after Secret Wars. At least this is the first wave of them. There's like 24 of them or something like that. We still have a bunch of more books to still come, and I'm sure we'll see that shortly. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. Gives you an idea of what's coming out for all new, all different Marvel. So got that. That's pretty awesome. Next we have a independent book. It's written by Brian K. Vaughan, and the art is done by Steve Skroce, and it's We Stand on Guard. I was kind of interested to see what this book was about. You know, Brian K. Vaughan currently writes Saga. I like his previous work, so I heard good things about this comic at the comic book store. I definitely want to read this and try to get a review in on this book. So this is We Stand on Guard, issue #1. Here, if I can see some quick artwork. Yeah, this is definitely right up my alley. I love apocalyptic settings. I like this stuff right here. Definitely want to read this and do a review on this one here on my channel. So this is We Stand on Guard, issue #1. Looks like Canada's just getting destroyed there. And this book's only $2.99, which is good. These independents tend to stay at that $2.99 mark. Alright, next we have a variant cover to Secret Wars issue #4, and this is the action figure variant. And finally we got a Captain America action figure variant. I was waiting for Cap to come on in there. We had a couple Spider-Mans, we even had a Miles Morales, a Reed Richards, and what the hell's Cap? I mean, he's one of the staples for the Marvel Universe. Well, he's finally arrived in the Secret Wars book. Got that action figure variant. Looks really cool there, if you can see it. A little bit glared because of the cover on there. But yes, this is really cool. I like, he's John so funny on here too. That's great. Yeah, awesome athlete leads Marvel superheroes into battle. That's what it is. So this is Secret Wars issue #4. Alright, next we have DC Comics Superman Action Comics issue #42. This time it stands for Justice. So it looks like everybody is capturing Superman based off of this cover, and they're not happy with him. In the last issue, you wind up getting to see I guess the police force going to go after him or whatnot. So we'll see what happens here. He's not totally depowered. He does have some super strength, can leap tall buildings in a single bound. So we'll see what happens with, again, Superman Action Comics issue #42. Wasn't a fan of Superman issue #41. Alright, next we have from the Secret Wars tie-ins. This is A-Force issue #2. Was a fan of the first issue of this. It seemed like forever ago that this first issue came out, but it has to do with She-Hulk. She's the Baron. I think we got to see, who was it? Was it Captain America, or Miss America, she was the one that got exiled to the Shield, and we got to see kind of She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, kind of just going like, you know, I want what's good for my people, but I have to follow Doom's law. So we'll get to see where this book continues, how these relationships build, and I really enjoyed this first one, and obviously this one's continuing after Secret Wars. We already know that, and this is A-Force issue number 2. All right, next we have another independent from Image. We are on a milestone issue for Chew. This is Chew issue number 50. There is about 10 more issues left until this series is done. John Layman is the one that is currently writing this, and this is a great story. Here on the cover, you get to see the Collector, who collects all the powers, and he's in Moscow, and yeah, looks like some evil shit's about to happen going down with Agent Chew and the Collector. Can't wait to see how this series wraps up. So this is Chew, issue number 50. Alright, next we have cool backside to this comic here. That's pretty cool. But it has to do with Star Wars, and that's Darth Vader issue number 7. Really loved how the last issue of Star Wars tied in into the Darth Vader tied into the Star Wars book and whatnot. And Darth Vader now knows that Luke Skywalker is his son, and or Skywalker is his son. And I can't wait to see where this book actually goes from here. Definitely, you're going to learn the relationship between, you know, father and son, how Darth Vader finds out more about him and whatnot, and how his plans are to take down the evil Emperor Palpatine. So this is Star Wars Darth Vader issue number 7. All right, next we have Future Imperfect, issue number 2. Last issue, we got to see the Thing end up at the end of this issue, and you got to see Ruby Summers, which is the daughter of Scott Summers, and Emma Frost in here. That was a crazy ride at the end at that issue here, and I can't wait to read issue number 2. I think this is going to be a fun ride, seeing these two do battle against each other. Interesting cover. I think the cover art might be a little bit better, but we'll see where this goes. So this is Future Imperfect, issue number 2. All right, next we have another Secret Wars tie-in, and this is Little Avengers versus X-Men. Cool covers. You got, it looks like they're playing like dodgeball against each other, and you got Scott Summers. His like optic beam is like going everywhere. So yeah, this, you can't predict where this is going to go. The last issue was hilarious. They're always trying to outdo each other. Scotty Young does great artwork in this series, and it's just cool how they just, you know, look each other in each other's eye there, Captain America and Summers, and just getting ready to do battle, like toe to toe with each other. You can see it there. So funny stuff. I'm looking forward to reading this. It's a fun read, and this is Little Avengers versus Little X-Men, so issue number 2. All right, next we have Green Lantern issue number 42. I have issue number 41. I haven't read it. Some people were saying that it was a very poorly written issue, so it kind of deterred me from reading it. However, when I get a chance, I will read issue number 41 and 42 back to back, and here it says the Medusa Effect. What does that mean? I have no idea, but we'll see where this book goes. Hopefully I can get into it and enjoy Green Lantern again. Of course, Green Lantern's not the same since Jeff Johns has left. He's the one true person that really knows how to write the character. And I think as comic book readers, we're all a little bit spoiled with his writing when it came to Green Lantern. So hopefully this story is okay. And this is Green Lantern issue number 42. Next, we have Green Arrow issue number 42. Just like that first 41, I didn't read that issue, and I heard it was good. I heard it kind of reminds you of Jeff Lemire's run, and people are happy with that. Kind of has that similar tone. Like the cover here, how Ollie's on top of a building. Just looks like he's staking out something, not sure what. But again, I'm going to read these issues back to back and see where it goes. So this is Green Arrow issue number 42. Next, I got a lot of books this week. They just keep coming and coming. Next is Secret Wars number 4 of 8. Already showed you the variant cover. Got the regular book because the cover here is just awesome. Doom is on his throne. He's got Valeria. He's got Sue. He's got Strange, all by his side, in the big ass Sentinel in the background. And he's God, and that's what he is. And no one is going to mess with Dr. Doom. That's just the way the cover looks. Can't wait to dive into this one and see what it's about. I've loved all the other 3 issues so far. So this is Secret Wars issue number 4. Next, we have Battle World Secret Wars Journal issue number 3. Samson's on this issue cover. Secret Wars is that series where it gives you a couple stories and it says, alright, if you want to read more about this character, check it out over here. So these are okay stories for what they are. I've liked them for the most part. Not sure what this one's going to bring, but it looks like it has to do with Hulks, because everyone on the cover is Hulk. So it has to be a story about Hulk. At least one of the stories anyway. So this is Secret Wars Journal issue number 3. Next, from IDW, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 47. In the last issue, we got to see Donatello. He rises in his metalhead body, and we get to see that the Shredder's alive. We get to see the Foot Clan is still alive and thriving, and we get to see a lot of things. And it looks like Casey and April are dealing with certain situations in this book when it comes to Casey's father. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 47. All right. So next we have Battle World Ultimate End issue number 3. All I can say is Mark Bagley's doing the artwork on this, and it's freaking great. I love this story. The last issue, Hawkeye got fried. Totally didn't expect that. It just seems like Hawkeye doesn't get any respect. Can't wait to read Ultimate End number 3. Love the cover. Again, it's got Spidey, Cap. Can't ask for any more. Great colors on this book, too. Ultimate End issue number 3. Next, we have Extinction Agenda issue number 2. Yeah, really weak first issue. Not sure what's going to happen in the second issue. Cool cover, I guess. It's got Wolverine kind of in a more classic costume, doing battle against I forgot this X Factor's person's name. Not exactly sure. Not my favorite book to read. I might read this first to get it out of the way, or just wait till last to read it. Or if I don't get a chance to read all my comics, I might just skip it until I get some time. So you can see where this one kind of fits on my list this week. And this is Extinction Agenda issue number 2. Next we have Years of Future Past issue number 2. This was a good story. This one had Kitty Pryde as a mom, has her daughter in there. You get to see her powers come in effect. Really good, awesome X-Men story that first issue was. Will that continue in this issue? Not sure, but I really love the tone of this book, and I can't wait to read that second issue. So this is Years of Future Past issue number 2. And last but not least, everybody, on this week's comic book haul, week number 174, we get The Amazing Spider-Man issue 19.1. Probably the last really good Amazing Spider-Man story I've read besides Renew Your Vows. This is written by Jerry Conway, and the artwork is done by Carlo Barberi, which is absolutely gorgeous. He drew a beautiful Catwoman in the last issue, and the artwork continues to be stellar in this actual issue. I can't wait to read more of this and seeing where it goes. This is a great, great story. If you guys haven't read it, it just has to do with the underground crime scene of what's going on with Spider-Man's villains here. So great stuff. Cannot wait to read more of this. This is awesome. So there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Week number 174. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Guys, tell me in the comments below what comic books you picked up for this week. Which ones you're most excited to read. Which ones you're least excited to read. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.